Good morning, everybody. I know all of our friends in the States are slowly getting ready for Turkey Day tomorrow, but we figured today we would get you some of your Black Friday deals. It's a solo prototype. Just going to go over some of the best deals out there right now. And, some of it, south of the border, some of it natively in Canada. Prices may vary slightly in variance depending on where you're shopping as far as what's near you. And, there might be national-wide deals or there might be, state by state or province by province. But here is sort of a recap of what's out there. And we are going to be mostly just going into video games. There's going to be lots of other deals, and you can track them down yourself. But because it's a prototype, it's going to be just strictly gaming with a little peppered thing in at the end that I received a price adjustment for something I think might be a pretty good stocking stuffer, whether or not you're a gamer. So first things first, let's go with the Canadian stuff. Some of these are available. So first things first, let's do the Canadian ads right now. Now, a lot of these are going to be the same exact games that are on sale in the States. The price variance is about 30% because games that cost regularly $59 in the States cost $79 here. So look at it like that. So right now, as far as anything decent that Toys R Us has, and yes, we do still have Toys R Us up here. Toys R Us is really only advertising a few titles and a few things. There might be stuff in store that's exclusively in store, but as far as the flyer goes, they have a bundle. A 1 terabyte purple Fortnite Xbox One bundle. It's a black Xbox One. It's an Xbox One S. They didn't actually say that on the box, or on the ad, but it is. So for $250 Canadian, so a little cheaper in the States, but $250 Canadian, you get the purple bundle that has terabyte and Fortnite. Not a bad deal, especially if it's your first foray into this. And consider, as this is basically the cheapest good Ultra 4K Blu-ray disc player you can get. So at that price point, you're only spending maybe $20 more than a new unit that just is a dedicated UHD player. So to have a UHD player that also does Xbox One and a whole bunch of other stuff, that's kind of cool. Now they also have for $250 a 1 terabyte PS4 bundle. So it's PS4 Slim. And that includes Last of Us Remastered, God of War, and Horizon Zero Dawn, the complete edition. That's a pretty good deal. It doesn't do the 4K Ultra Disc playback, but you get 3 top-tier games with it for that price. That's pretty good. They're already discounting Ghost Recon Breakpoint. They're selling it for $50 Canadian on either system. And Modern Warfare is $10 off. You can get it for $70 Canadian instead of $80. So that's a pretty good deal. That's all they have listed in their flyer for Toys R Us, but they might have more stuff in, actual stores. As far as Best Buy is concerned, the Canadian flyer doesn't have a whole lot advertised. Now, Black Friday is only a recent thing, really in the last 5 or 6 years in Canada. It was never really a thing at all. Our thing is always Boxing Day, the day after Christmas. So for us, they've started to get into it, and they've got some pretty decent deals. They have basically it's the same bundle for the PS4, but they also have a PS4 Pro 1 terabyte bundle that comes with NHL 20. It's a sports title. It's going to drop in price in a few months, but for $369, you save $130. They're saying because they're kind of the cost of the game, but it's anything that you can use to get the price down on a PS4 Pro is a good deal in my mind. And you can probably sell that game for $10 or $20 and save save basically some of the taxes if you really wanted to. All of their DualShock 4 controllers are on for $50, which is down from $75. So it's not bad. Pretty good savings there. And they also have a selection of a few titles on PS4 that are available for $29 each. Save about $20. Spider-Man, Complete Edition, Days Gone, MLB The Show, and Just Dance 2020. Not bad, but nothing super special. Now, moving on to Walmart. Walmart has the sales for their Black Friday deals are actually starting at 7 a.m. here. So I don't think it's going to be as crazy as going to the States and trying to kill people for a toaster sort of thing. So what they have is $179 for an Xbox One S, 1 terabyte. It's the all digital edition. So again, no discs. Personally, and it comes with a bundle of a few games. I would stay away because you don't have any disc playback capabilities, meaning you can't buy any used titles. You also, if your hard drive stops working, you're kind of boned. You can't just, these are not good systems for $179. It says save $120. Avoid it like the plague. Don't let your grandparents buy it for you. Don't let your parents buy it. Don't buy it for any kids. They'll hate you. Because if you're willing to spend $179, spend an extra $40 or $50 and get one that has the Ultra Blu-ray disc player in it. Because then you can play any game you throw into it. A whole bunch of 360 titles, some original Xbox titles, plus any Blu-ray, DVD, CD, and Ultra disc you can put in there. And they have a bundle themselves, which is the Forza Horizon 4 Lego Speed Champions, bundled into the Xbox One S 1 terabyte model, which is, again, only $70 more, and you end up getting a significantly better bundle. Maybe go with that. They also have an Xbox One X bundle, and it comes with, you have choices, either the new Star Wars game, or you can get Gears 5. The Gears 5 bundle comes with a whole bunch of other Gears games too, so it's the whole back catalog for $450. That's a good deal because you're getting, probably like $200 worth of games in it, which is pretty good. Now there is the Nintendo 2DS XL Orange with Mario Kart 7 pre-installed, $150. Maybe go for that. We don't know how much longer we're going to have on the DS system at all. Like before it stops being sold. So if you're a collector or you're looking to get one, this might be the last time you're able to get them new in production. And it comes with, you can get the blue one, or you can get the one that has the creamsicle stripe on it, which is pretty cool. You can also get the same NHL bundle there that you could get at Toys R Us. But they also have a PlayStation VR 5-pack bundle. It's the VR goggles, the Move camera, but not the controller. And then you get, looks like one of the demo disc games on there. You get Skyrim, Astrobot, Resident Evil 7, and it looks like a fishing game or something like that. Or no, a golf game. Sorry, it's sort of blurred and obscured for $250. It says it was $379, $250. I don't know if you've been looking to jump into that. Maybe it's worth it. You get a bunch of stuff with it, but it might be going clearance as we get closer to the release of the next system. So who knows? But if you were looking to jump in, that's probably the best price you're going to see. They also have a bunch of titles for $40 where it's save $40. So it's basically half off. That's Red Dead 2, Gears 5, Sekiro, NBA 2K20, Avoid Like the Plague, Need for Speed Heat, which is a new release, NHL, Just Dance 2020, and FIFA. Now, of those, Red Dead is worth it, Sekiro probably, Gears. Need for Speed Heat's probably, that's half price on a game that only came out a week ago, 2 weeks ago? That's pretty good. And they also have, for $50, save $30 on Modern Warfare. That's worth it. That's actually a really good game. Ghost Recon Breakpoint's also $50, and so is Borderlands 3. And then on the Switch, there's some assorted games. It's save $20, $59 for Zelda. I mean, come on, Nintendo. Zelda should be cheaper by now. It was a launch title. If you don't bother with Zelda, get it used. Buy it off somebody else. It's Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Smash Brothers is $59, down from $79. That's worth it. The Mario Party, Super Mario Party is also $59. Only get it if you've got an original or the revision of the Switch. Don't get it if you have a Switch Lite because you can't play it. And then they have the Joy-Cons on $79 each. I guess it's for the bundle of the left and right Joy-Cons. That's worth it, I think, because I think it's $99 normally here. $50 for any DualShock controller, $50 for any Xbox One controller. And that's going to do it. Like it's nothing crazy. Our bigger sales are going to be on Boxing Day, but some of these are pretty good deals. Now, the last main flyer I want to look at is EB Games, which is the GameStop, but for Canada, because they're going to have obviously the most deals. They all seem to have the same sort of bundles at the $179 price point for the Xbox One S, all digital edition, and the $250 for the regular S that has the drive. And they also have the $450 for the Xbox One X models, And they throw in some extra stuff like thumb grips that, I mean, honestly, it's not really worth it, but every little thing is fun, I guess, that you can add into that. So they're advertising that, and then that's pretty much it. They don't actually have anything else. They're just advertising the systems. Now, if I go to their website direct, let's see what they've got going there. Do you have anything special? Let's see here. Click fire. Okay, so they have a newer flyer that they just posted. Great. I just found it. They're offering Spider-Man and Days Gone for $29 each. They're saving $20 off of Modern Warfare. So the best deal for Modern Warfare right now is Best Buy. Save $10 on Medieval, which is a good game, and MLB The Show. Save $30 on Borderlands. Let's see here. Anything really good? Oh, some of the PlayStation hits, if you're looking to fill up somebody's stocking stuffers, the PlayStation hits are all $10 instead of $20. So anything like the God of War, Gran Turismo, Uncharted Nathan Drake collection, and Uncharted 4, and Uncharted, what was it? I forget what the spinoff was. It's behind there. Every single Uncharted game you can get for $30, which is pretty darn good. Now, it says titles at $20. You've got Kingdom Hearts 3 is $20. So is Just Cause 4, Tomb Raider, the newest one, and Metro. $30 for the collection of Mana, Final Fantasy 9. Basically, all the Square Enix titles are about $30 on the Switch, which is a good deal. Systems are all the same price pretty much across the board, no matter which store you're going to. Just doing a quick look here. Nothing super special that's different than anywhere else on the second page here, so not really worth it. Everybody's discounting Need for Speed. I kind of forgot it existed, honestly, before this, so that can't be good. They're not discounting Star Wars at all. Other places have bundled Star Wars in with some of their things. So if you're looking for a new system, maybe get the Star Wars one, because I know Birdman's been playing it, and he really enjoys it so far. Now, looking at the rest of the pages, there's some trinkety stuff that's on sale, but not super duper much. So if you're looking for something at EB Games, the best deals are going to be Spider-Man, Days Gone, Medieval. You can get a pretty good deal on some of the newer releases too, but for the most part, stock is going to vary. The best deal they have is all the PlayStation hits being half off. And then, that leaves us with Amazon. But with Amazon, you have to consider that they're going to have their lightning deals go up sort of last minute. They don't always advertise ahead of time what they're going to be having on sale. So you're going to have to sort of just keep an eye on it. So sort of a summary on the best deals in the States that may not correlate up to Canada, it's just for those of you that want it, is GameStop. Here is sort of the highlights. Consoles, you've got at GameStop, the console deals. $300 for the Nintendo Switch Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Bundle, and you get a $25 gift coupon. $200 gets you the Switch Lite, plus a $25 coupon. So basically, they're just giving you a $25 gift card. $300 gets you a Glacier White PS4 system, plus every system comes with a $25 gift card. $250 for the PlayStation VR bundle. Now, this bundle is basically the same as the Canadian one, but it's $250 US, where it was $250 Canadian. If you're an American, and you live near the border, you might want to shop up here because your money will go further. So you may be able to save $30 or $40 if you could do it in Canada. And then they have basically equivalent prices to the Canadian deals for all the other systems. There's nothing else that's different or unique. But used consoles, here's where you might get a deal. $100 for the new 3DS XL, $100 for the PlayStation Vita. It's probably the last time you're going to be able to get a Vita. $100 for refurbished Xbox One. Don't bother. That's the first gen one. I wouldn't bother with that. $80 for a 32 gig Wii U. That is worth it because you can hack the shit out of it if you really wanted to. Get homebrew working. Import some games, play them multi-region, do all that shebang. you can do that and if you build up, let's say, a really large, sizable collection of physical games, and you want to, you can actually have them all loaded to a hard drive and then not have to pop the discs in and out and, preserve that precious disk drive that's going to be very difficult to get once they stop selling them. $60 for a PS3. If you can get a Super Slim, worth it. $40 for a Wii, nah. $30 for a 360. You know what? If you just want an extra system for the cottage or an extra room, it's not a bad deal. Especially if you can get their newest, like the last edition that came out. Accessories, it's about the exact same price point, just, do a conversion for Canadian as we have up here. So if you, any of the controller prices or controller deals interested you that I talked about earlier, it's all going to be the same. They also have, as far as games go, now we're not going to talk about NBA 2K. That's a piece of crap. $60, that's nothing special. $50, that's nothing special for those. $40. A lot of these prices are the exact same prices they are in Canada, only in US dollars, meaning it's actually a better deal buying it up here. So let's go down to the cheap stuff. Let's see what they've got at the let's not go 20. What can you get for 15? No, let's go. What can you get for $12 or less? The Division 2 is $12. Fallout 76 is $12. $10 for The Last of Us Remastered. Horizon Complete. It's the exact same. It's $10 US for all of the PlayStation, classic hits series. It's exactly the same price in Canada, and in fact, it's cheaper. So again, if you live near the border, hop over the border, come to Canada. You'll basically be paying $7 US for each of these games instead of 10. So if you were planning to make a trip, it's worth it. The only other thing that they added at that $10 price point, you can get the Xbox versions of UFC 3, Darksiders 3, and Scribblenauts Showdown. So nothing super spectacular at GameStop directly. It's actually a better deal to shop at EB Games in Canada. Now, Ubisoft is having their own sales online. So they've got some stuff that you can order through them if you want to purchase from their store itself. You can get Assassin's Creed Origins Gold Edition for PS4 for $36. Assassin's Creed Odyssey Gold Edition PS4 Xbox One $55. So basically they're doing a deal where PS4 only is cheaper, but everything else is $55. Far Cry 5 Father Edition for PS4 is $80. So that's the special edition. The Crew 2 Gold Edition, regardless of system, is $36. The Starlink Starter Edition. I love Starlink. I laugh at it only because I was so sad when it didn't do well because it was such a good game. The Starter Edition is $40. South Park Fractured But Whole Gold Edition is $40, which is not bad. Now, as far as Walmart is concerned, Walmart Black Friday deals in the States, the systems are exactly the same. There's nothing super fancy there. They do have $350 gets you the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade. That's a new stand-up replica. As far as the rest of the consoles, exact same prices as everybody else. They all basically have the same deal. So, pick and choose. If one place is out, go pick it up somewhere else. And as far as games go, what do they have? Exactly the same prices as everybody else for the same games. Now, they do have a bunch of games at $15, so I'll just list those guys out, and that's going to be probably it for most of the game deals. You're going to see stuff digitally everywhere else, and you'll be able to check your local flyers if you don't, but this is just sort of a recap of what I think is worth it. It is worth getting some systems if you can find them at the right price, or if you're looking to get Star Wars and pay the full price for it anyway, and you're also looking for a new system, why not get a bundle? It's sort of my idea behind it. This is a prime time to get the Vita used if you can, because a lot of stores are like EB and GameStop are stocking them probably for the last time. They're getting them all over from warehouses refurbished, and they're getting rid of them. Same goes for the PS3. Get a Super Slim if you can, because those are going to be easier to fix and take apart, and also they're going to be the newest parts on there. And when you can get that for, under $100, $60, $70, that's a pretty good deal, because it's still a pretty good media player. We leave one at, I've left one at my mother's, and she's been using it now for years as her main media player for Netflix and everything. and she's just used to it. It has that good remote, and that's one thing. If you can get the PS3 remote, that's one of the best TV remotes I've ever used, and you can get them for like $10 now. So for $15 at Walmart's Black Friday sale in the States, you can get Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered, Carnival Games. Those are all crap. So don't buy any of the $15. They're all crap, actually. Every single game that they're offering for $15 is $10 or less if you get it at GameStop. So nothing super crazy this year. There's not like these really big door crashers that I've seen. It's a lot of other hardware things. So it's nothing to write home about. As far as gaming goes, the best deals I've been able to see are at Best Buy in Canada as well as EB Games Canada. They're actually beating the prices of the American, and that's in Canadian dollars. So it's even cheaper if you're an American shopping up here. So give them a check out. If you're not sure and you want to check it out for yourself, if you're an American, type in Red Flag Deals. That's basically a place that collects all the flyers and hot deals for everything across Canada. And they've got all of our Black Friday flyers up there. So if you really want to go through there and check them out for yourself, do that. If you're looking for stuff in the States, Cheap Ass Gamer and some other sites will aggregate and collect everything together. But sort of just to finish off what I'm talking about here before I go, I did receive an email saying, I talked about the Roku boxes, the new line that came out this year, and they're going on sale for Black Friday. So basically, the Roku Premier is going to be available to consumers for $44.99. Basically, you're saving $5 there. And if you go with the Streaming Stick Plus, which is the highest end one that I most recently talked about, $10 off, $60. It's a no-brainer. Get either of them. I would go with the Streaming Stick Plus as it was the better of the two overall. But you can't really go wrong after taxes. You know, if let's say you want to spend $100 on somebody, you can get either one of these and then get them a subscription. Gift them a subscription to Netflix or some other streaming service, and you're ready to go. So that's going to be it for just, again, wanted to keep it short and concise, keep it under 30 minutes. This is just sort of the deals that are out there. Nothing super crazy this year. It is a good time to buy a console. You can pretty much go to any store and they're going to have the same bundle, so you're not going to be scrambling to try to find it. Don't, go knifing somebody over something like this. You can find some pretty good deals on consoles, especially if you want to get used ones. If you're an American who lives near the border, hop on up to Canada because you're going to get a better deal, surprisingly, for Black Friday than you get in the States. And that's going to do it. So we are going to be back with the regular show this weekend. We're doing a Cambridge Chronicles stream on Saturday night at 9. We are also doing a couple more prototypes as we get closer to the end of the year. And our gift guide is coming the second week of December. So that's going to be it for me. I will talk to you guys later. Happy Turkey Day, everybody.
Well, that's our show.
All right, here's the deal. Every time you watch my show, I will send you $40.
Checks will not be honored.
You've been listening to This Week in Geek, your source for guaranteed nonsense or your money back. Tune in next week for more info on the most important things you didn't need to know. Check out our website at thisweekingeek.net and subscribe to our podcast through iTunes or any podcatcher. If you'd like to comment on this episode, head over to this episode's post at thisweekingeek.net and leave a comment through Facebook Connect. Follow us on Twitter at thisweekingeek.net and follow our Instagram at twig_official_podcast. Social media not your thing? Send us an email at feedback@thisweekingeek.net. We'll see you next time, and remember,
lower your shields and surrender your listenership.
Just when you think this show is terrible, something wonderful happens.
What?
It ends.
I have to go. Somewhere there is a crime happening.
Hey, relax, don't do this here. Go the girl. Push one of my kids out, we'll stab one of you mother.
Intense moments at this Kmart store in South Sacramento as a 6 a.m. doorbuster sale brought a line around the building. This woman is waiting for their 8 p.m. sale.
They only had one security guard and that didn't work. And there was a lot of screaming and yelling and it just wasn't safe at all.
So tense, the crowd started clapping when they saw the police show up.
I think it's crazy, but for the deals, some people think it's deals are there.
Pulled up this morning, it looked like it was like a nightclub or something.
Who's in line for the 7-inch resistant tablet?
At At issue, confusion and a lack of security, as vouchers to redeem marked down items were handed out.
Nobody came out until about 5:15, and you had to raise your hand to get the tickets. It was unorganized, and I was just lucky enough to get one of the 13 tickets. I got number 6, and I was able to get out of there with a TV.
And those who weren't close enough to get a voucher were left out completely.
They said they had so many, but I really think they only had like 15 or 20 in stock. And they had all these people coming out, and we got it so early, and now they're like, yeah, we don't have any more TVs. You had to get a ticket. And it's like, what?
I showed the lady the ad, and I told her I want this. She put it in my cart. I'm so excited, and told me that's the one for $97. No, it's not.